when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. South Carolina able to squeeze out a close one against Clemson in the last meeting.
Yeah, and it's such great confidence, Reese. Like, to win against your rival, you know you can do it now. Trying to stack multiple wins in these rivalry games against a heated enemy.
Well, it doesn't even matter what South Carolina's record is coming into this game. If they beat their in-state rival Clemson, the entire offseason is made.
Throwing right. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So they got a little too aggressive there. Unnecessary roughness is the call. A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Got the quick pass. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Steps away to find some room. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, Nothing open, it's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's Klubnik. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On the option. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 45 on his way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just trucks through it. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback will audible. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
South Carolina, 7.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Makes the grab. It's Hunt.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Clemson.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like...
Oh, what a grab by the defense! Trying to take it back. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, South Carolina. A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And that last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's back to throw on second down. Might be looking to run. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Williams. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back. And, man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Dances away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gets it to the back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Release to the back. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Coming after it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Running back searching for a hole. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman, because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to scramble. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking at a 2nd and short now.
Here on this drive.
The option look. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a huge play. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the 2nd half to build on your 2-possession.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Just a short pass to the tight end.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40, inside the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Handoff from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout, and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Clemson 31, South Carolina 20.
We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Trying to get to it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the outside.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st down here for the offense. On the move, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. I mean, that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Red pass, it's complete. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Fires to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
Oh, he's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Trying to pick up a first down. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's why you love